Hello, welcome to Ovlac. My name is Jorge Calvo. I am the general manager at Ovlac, and today it will be my pleasure to guide you through a visit to our company. So come on in. A short introduction to our company before we get in. Ovlac is located in an industrial area in Venta de Baños, which is 250 kilometers north of Madrid, 300 kilometers from the French border, in the very heart of the main arable area in our country. I want to take the opportunity, we are now at the entrance of the factory, and before we get in, to show you that screen over there, which shows that around 45% of the energy we are taking for our production comes from the solar panels we have installed in our roof. Ovlac was founded in 1936 by my grandfather. My brother Cesar and I are the third generation, and we are both running the company today. There are about 90 people working in the factory to produce some 1,200 machines every year, which we ship to more than 25 countries all over the world. Most of them remain within the European market, but others travel as far as Chile, South Africa or New Zealand. At Ovlac, we only make soil working implements. We pride ourselves on being specialists in this field. Within this product family, plows is our flagship product, our specialty. As a matter of fact, until the year 2000, at Ovlac, we only made plows. And now, please follow me. Let me show you our company. Not only the factory itself, but also part of our main asset, the one we are most proud of, our people. We are now in what we call the technical office. This is all the engineering of the company. This is the brain of the company. And my brother Cesar is in charge here, which I want to introduce you to. My brother Cesar is in charge of the brain of the company.
Oh.
The engineers here take care of two main things. On one hand, they manage and coordinate the whole production process. Eduardo, our operations manager, is responsible for this. We deal with more than 17,000 different parts being produced in the factory, which need to be coordinated so each one gets at the right time, at the right place. On the other hand, we also do here our research and development. Juan, our R&D chief engineer, is in charge here. All engineers share the same room, as both activities, production and R&D, are deeply connected. Some of these engineers are also farmers themselves, so they really know what this is all about. The feedback of our salespeople is key in our R&D activity. They are our ears and eyes out there. We are always very attentive to what our dealers tell us about ways to improve our machines, what farmers in different areas need, or new trends in the market. We are very proud of our sales guys. They have a deep technical knowledge, as most of them are also farmers or agricultural engineers. So they have not only a theoretical, but also a practical, hands-on expertise. We are now in one of our new buildings. As a result of the growth we have had over the last years, we really needed to expand our premises. And by the end of 2023, we were really lucky to be able to buy a neighboring premises of 10,000 square meters, 7,000 of which are roofed. This is now where we start our manufacturing process. This is where we do the reception of raw materials and the cutting. Plasma cutting and laser cutting. At Ovlac, we only use top quality steel produced in Europe. Around 80% of what we buy is high elastic limit steel, which guarantees flexibility to withstand the toughest conditions. We use plasma cutting for sheets over 20 mils, and laser cutting for seats below that thickness. A new laser cut with automatic feeding allows us to work 3 shifts, 7 days a week. After cutting, some of our parts need to be processed in our section of presses and punching machines. They need to be bent, or some of them need to be punched. This is where we do it. We are now in the welding section. Welding is a very important part in our manufacturing process. You know, weldings can always be critical. That is why we have a dedicated, specialized engineer only for the welding section, Jeremias. Apart from several manual welding posts, on Ovlac we have 3 welding robots. Robot welding is very positive because it not only reduces manufacturing time, more important, it gives you a uniform top quality at all times. Some of our machines, like the Mini, our shallow plow, is almost 100% robot welded. We are now in the machining area. Part of our machining processes are outsourced, looking for efficiency and competitiveness. However, there are some critical parts which we prefer to do in-house for better control. That's why we have drilling, lathing and milling CNC machines here in the factory. A good example of this is the main frames of the plows, which we see just behind me, whose lower and upper faces are drilled separately for a better precision. Also, some other parts need to be machined after welding to compensate for or to eliminate deformations after welding. And that needs special toolings, which we design and manufacture in-house. All the parts are now made and we get to painting. Our painting installation takes about 1,000 square meters, where all parts are prepared, primed, and then a final coating is applied in our red and white colors. We use water-based, solvent-free paints. After the final layer in red and white is applied, all the parts get into an oven cabin where they are heated up to 60-70 degrees, so the paint is hardened to withstand outdoors conditions and get a correct protection. Okay, so we get now to the final part of the process, assembling. We use 3-point hitches like the ones in the tractors. The part in yellow you can see behind me. We hitch the headstock of a machine, then the main frame, and then all the different parts are mounted on it. After the machine is completely assembled, each one of them goes through a quality control where the main points are checked, including the hydraulic functions, which are all physically tested, as you can see behind. This is now the delivery area. Machines are finished, and here the machines are prepared for delivery. Due to the broad range of accessories and different options, we cannot assemble machines for stock. We only produce the machines which are sold to our dealers. And here's where we load the trucks, and they are off to go to their final destination. We are now in our spare parts department. Of course, a good after-sales service is very important. Climate change, together with the fact that farmers are getting bigger and bigger, leave less and less time for operations in the field. And that's why our team in the spare parts department must be ready to deliver spare parts straight away. So Oscar and Tania are the 2 people in charge of spare parts, always ready to deliver spare parts in time for you. So this is the end of our tour to our factory. I hope you have enjoyed it. And together with the main part of our team, as I told you earlier, our main asset, we want to wish you all the best We want to keep on counting with your trust, and under this typically Spanish sun, we wish you all the best. Goodbye.
Goodbye.